So welcome back in the part second of this lecture. So part B of the second lecture, which is based on extension degrees. In this lecture, we shall discuss some examples on based on the theorem which we proved in the first half of this lecture. So what was the theorem? Theorem was that if we have a polynomial px belonging to fx which is irreducible and alpha belonging to k is the extension which is fx, our ideal generated by px, is the root of this polynomial, is the root of this polynomial px in k, then 1 alpha square so on alpha n minus 1 are bases of k as a vector space over f. So this k now looks like a0 plus a1 alpha plus so on plus an minus 1 alpha n minus 1 such that these ai's they are in f. So this means the degree of extension of k over f is n, which is degree of this polynomial px. This we proved in the first half of this lecture, and there was a slip of tongue when I said that without loss we can assume this polynomial px as irreducible. The reason to choose this polynomial irreducible is actually to make this quotient ring into a field. And suppose if this polynomial px is not reducible, then still we can get a factor of this polynomial which is irreducible, and so the quotient becomes a field, and any root of that factor is actually a root of this px. So there is no harm if we assume that this polynomial px is irreducible. Okay, so this is the main aim of assuming that this polynomial px is irreducible, just to make this quotient into a field. Now let us discuss the examples on this lecture based on the previous lecture. So example 1.4. So the first part of this example is you take f equals q, the field of rational numbers, to be the field of rationals, and you take this polynomial px which is x square plus 1. Okay, so it is irreducible, so still irreducible over q, as it has no root in q, so therefore it is irreducible. Okay, so once this polynomial is irreducible, we obtain this extension of q, which is qx, our ideal generated by x square plus 1. And what is this extension? It is a plus b alpha such that a and b they are in q. We also denote this extension by this symbol qi, and qi is what? Qi is a plus bi such that a and b belong to q. Okay, so 1 and alpha 1 and alpha, or you can say that 1 and I, they are bases of qi over q. So therefore you can say that degree of extension of qi over q is 2. So this is an extension of degree 2. Okay. Now next example. So example, second part of this example. Now again take f equal to q, the field of rational numbers, and take this polynomial, and px equals x square minus 2. Now this polynomial is irreducible over q. Irreducible over q. Why it is irreducible over q? Because of the Eisenstein's criteria. So we are using Eisenstein's criteria again and again here, so it would be better that if I just recall the statement of Eisenstein's criteria. So what is Eisenstein's criteria of irreducibility of polynomials? Here I will just state its version over the when the coefficients of the polynomial, they are integers. It is also true in general in any integral domain. So but here I would just mention its statement when the polynomial is chosen with integer coefficients. So Eisenstein's criterion. So what is Eisenstein's criterion? It states that suppose you have a polynomial fx which is of the form xn plus an minus 1 x raised to power n minus 1 plus so on plus a1x plus a0 belonging to ring of coefficients are in the ring of integers, so belonging to zx. Here n is greater than or equal to 1. So let p be a prime number dividing ai for all I belonging to 0, 1 up to so on n minus 1. But p square does not divide a0, the constant term of this polynomial. Then fx is irreducible. Fx is irreducible in zx and hence qx, and therefore irreducible in qx. Okay. So this is Eisenstein's criterion for irreducibility of polynomials with integer coefficients. Now coming back to this polynomial, see how we can apply Eisenstein's criterion on this polynomial. So here 2 is a prime. Now note that here these coefficients stated in the criterion 0, now a0 here is minus 2, and the rest up to n minus 1, they all are 0, and obviously minus 2 divides itself and minus 2 also divides 0. So therefore I can choose the prime, I can pick that prime as 2, minus 2, you can say 2, and obviously 2 square is 4, and 4 does not divide 2. So Eisenstein's criterion applies to this polynomial. So by Eisenstein's criterion, this polynomial is irreducible over Q. So once it is irreducible, then I can have the extension field of Q containing the root of this polynomial. So what is that extension field? So it would be nothing but Qx over ideal generated by x square minus 2. Okay, containing a root, say alpha of px, which is x square minus 2. So if alpha is a root of this polynomial, then by above theorem we have this polynomial is of degree 2, so therefore 1 and alpha, they form a basis of this polynomial. They form a basis of this extension as a vector space over Q. Okay, so let us denote, because if alpha is a root, then alpha square minus 2 equal to 0 in Q. So alpha would be either plus, either square root 2 or square root minus 2. So let us denote alpha by square root 2. Okay, then 1 and square root 2, they would be the basis of this extension over Q. So therefore by theorem above, this extension Qx over ideal generated by x square minus 2 would simply look like a plus b square root of 2, such that a and b, they belong to Q. Okay, and what is the degree of extension of this? It is 2. Okay, there is also one convenient notation for this is 2. Later on we would introduce this formally, but just let us write here Q root 2. Okay, so Q root 2 is an extension of Q of degree 2, and Q root 2 is simply consisting of these elements of this type, a plus b root 2, where a and b, they are rational numbers. Okay, now as for we discussed in the previous example how to add and multiply any two elements in this extension, let us see. So addition in Q root 2, or you can say this, so addition here in this field is just addition. Suppose I want to add any two elements, say a plus b root 2, and I want to add it as a plus, say c plus d root 2. Now here the members of this field, they are polynomials in root 2, square root 2. So just add these polynomials component wise. So a plus c plus b plus d root 2 as described there. Okay, so again a member of this field Qx over ideal generated by x square minus 2, or you can say that it is also equivalent to writing Q root 2. Okay, and multiplication, how to multiply members? So just as we multiply the polynomials, but the degree should not exceed, that we have to take care of. So a plus b root 2 multiply with c plus d root 2. So after simple calculation, you would see that it would become ac plus 2bd plus ad plus bc square root 2. Okay, so this is how we add and multiply members in this field. Now the third part. Now again take f as q, the field of rational numbers, and take this polynomial. Now let us take this polynomial x cube minus 2. Okay, again it is irreducible by Eisenstein's criterion. Similar argument, irreducible, our Q, by Eisenstein criterion. So let alpha denote a root of Px in this extension Qx, our ideal generated by xq minus 2. Okay, then alpha has the property that alpha would satisfy this equation. Now this equation, this polynomial is of degree 3. So therefore by theorem this implies that 1 alpha alpha square so would be a basis, it would be a basis of this field, our Q. So therefore this field would simply take this form. So members of this field, they would be of the form A plus B alpha plus C alpha square, such that A, B and C, they are rationals, and alpha has the property that alpha cube is 2 because alpha satisfies this equation. Okay, and this is an extension, so let this extension be, say, K. So what is degree of extension of K over Q? So degree of extension of K over Q is what? It is 3, the degree of this polynomial. Or you can say that the basis consists of 3 elements, 1 alpha and alpha square. Okay. Now suppose we want to find, suppose we want to find the inverse of this element, say 1 plus alpha in this field, in E, in K, which is this field. Okay, so here is the trick how to find. Now this polynomial x cube minus 2, this is irreducible over Q. So we know that every irreducible is prime. Okay, so this means x cube minus 2 is prime in Qx. Once it is prime, so it would be relatively prime or co-prime with any polynomial of smaller degree in Qx. In particular, it would be relatively prime with this polynomial 1 plus x. Okay, so we know that when two elements in an integral domain are relatively prime, then they have the property that their linear combination is 1 for some suitable choice of elements. So this means what? This means ax into 1 plus x plus bx into this polynomial x cube minus 2, it is 1, where these ax and bx, they are some polynomial belonging to Qx. Okay. Now say this equation is star. Now reduce this equation modulo this ideal generated by this polynomial x cube minus 2. What we get? So equivalently, you can say that equivalently you have then that if I reduce this equation star modulo this ideal, then I will have ax into 1 plus x plus ideal generated by x cube minus 2. It would be same as 1 plus ideal generated by x cube minus 2. Or you can say that ax plus x ideal generated by x cube minus 2 and multiplied with this 1 plus x plus ideal generated by x cube plus 2 x cube minus 2 equals 1 plus ideal generated by x cube minus 2. Okay, or in other words, if we take the notation of alpha, it has the meaning that a alpha into 1 plus alpha equals 1. And this means that a alpha is the inverse. A alpha is the inverse. A alpha is the inverse of 1 plus alpha in K. So therefore, to find the inverse of 1 plus alpha, that is A alpha, we just have to find suitable ax and bx, these polynomials, such that this equation star is satisfied. Okay, so we just need to find suitable ax and bx in star. So we just need to find suitable ax and bx in star, equation star. So let us choose. So there won't be unique ax and bx. Okay, you must note this. So let us choose ax and bx as this. So choose ax as 1 by 3 x square minus x plus 1 and bx equal to minus 1 by 3. You can easily see that the equation star is satisfied. So once equation star is satisfied, then A alpha would be inverse. So this means A alpha, which is alpha square minus alpha plus 1 by 3, is the inverse of, is equal to 1 plus alpha inverse in K, which is this qx, our ideal generated by x cube minus 2. Okay. Now, how do we find the inverse of a general element? So there is a formula to find the inverse of general element. So let us see this example. So let us see. So fourth part, in general, if alpha belonging to K, which is fx, our ideal generated by px, px is the irreducible polynomial and alpha is the root of px, is a root of px. Okay, say px is this polynomial an x raised to power n plus so on plus a1x plus a0. So this means what? This means p of alpha is 0. So p of alpha is 0 means what? An alpha raised to power n plus so on plus a1 alpha plus a0 is 0. Okay, so this also has the same meaning as you can take alpha out and then write an alpha raised to power n minus 1 plus so on plus a1 equals minus a0. Or you can equivalently say that this means alpha inverse is minus 1 upon a0 an alpha raised to power n minus 1 plus so on plus a1 belonging to k. So this is how we can find the inverse of any element in K. Now you might ask one question, that what happens if here this A0 is 0? Of course this A0 is not equal to 0, because if this A0 is 0, then this polynomial Px would become reducible. So note that here A0 is non-zero. Otherwise Px would become reducible. Otherwise Px would be reducible. Okay, because if there is no constant term, you can take x as a common factor, so the polynomial would then factor, so which would contradict the irreducibility of this polynomial Px. Now let us take a few more examples. So let us take we have taken so many examples with Q as our base field. Let us take, if say for example, the finite field Z mod 2Z here. So take f equals f2 with this is Z mod 2Z and take polynomial Px as x square plus x plus 1. Now f2 is a finite field having two elements, 0 and 1. We know this. Okay, this is Z mod 2Z. Now note that this polynomial Px is irreducible. Px is irreducible over f2, as it has no root in f2. We have a criteria of irreducibility for polynomials of degree 2 and 3. A polynomial of degree 2 or 3 is reducible if and only if it has a root. Now you can note that this polynomial x square plus x plus 1 has no root in f2, because for if it has some root, say alpha, so this means what? It would imply that p of alpha equal to 0 in f2, but then it would imply that 0 equal to 1 in f2, which is not possible. Okay, so this polynomial has no root, so therefore it is irreducible over f2. So once this polynomial is irreducible, then you can have the extension field of f2, so that would be f2 x over ideal generated by x square plus x plus 1. Okay, now this polynomial is of degree 2, so therefore 1 and alpha, they would form the basis of this as a vector space over f2. So therefore this extension would look like a plus b alpha, such that a and b belonging to f2. Now there are two choices for a and b, either a is 0, b is 0, either a is 0, b is 1, or b is 0, a is 1, or both A and B 1. So by taking these possible choices, we must note that this, let it be F alpha, okay? Sorry, F2 alpha. So note that this field F2 alpha, or you can say F2x, our ideal generated by this x square plus x plus 1, has only 4 elements, has only 4 distinct elements, distinct members, elements. So what are those? So 0, 1, alpha and 1 plus alpha. Note that alpha is a root of this polynomial here. So this means what? Alpha square plus alpha plus 1 equals, now when I say that alpha is a root, I don't mean that alpha is a root in F2. Alpha is a root in this extension. So alpha square plus alpha plus 1 is equal to 0 in this extension. So this actually means that alpha square is minus alpha minus 1. But in F2 x over this, it is actually alpha plus 1, because minus 1 is same as 1 in F2. So therefore this is okay. So by applying this rule, you can just multiply, or you can say add any members of this extension. And what is the degree of extension of this, our F2? So degree of extension of F2 alpha over F2 is what? 2. Okay. Now one last example and then we would finish this lecture. Let us take a different type of field. I would take the field of rational functions. Okay. So the last example of this lecture, take f equal to kt. What is kt? Where kt is the field of fractions of kt. Kt is what? The field of fractions of the polynomial ring with polynomials in T with coefficients in K. So kt is what? Kt is actually consisting of polynomials, rational polynomials, ft over gt, such that ft, gt, they belong to kt, square bracket kt, and this gt is non-zero. Okay. Now you choose this polynomial in F. Take px equals x square minus t belonging to fx. Then px is irreducible in fx. Then px is irreducible in fx, again by Eisenstein's criterion. But here we don't have polynomial over integers or polynomial with coefficients as rational numbers. So here we must apply the journal form of Eisenstein's criteria. So let me give the statement of journal form of Eisenstein's criteria. So Eisenstein's criteria's journal form. So what is the journal form? So journal form is let P be a prime ideal of the integral domain integral domain R and fx the polynomial, fx be this polynomial x raised to power n plus a n minus 1 x n minus 1 plus so on plus a0 belonging to Rx. So n here is greater than or equal to 1. Suppose an minus 1 so on a1 up to a0, they belong to this ideal P, and a0 does not belong to P square, ideal P square. P square means the product of ideal P with P. Then fx is irreducible. Fx is irreducible in Rx. Now you can take the ideal here, you can take the ideal P as ideal generated by this variable T. We know that ideal generated by the variable X in this ring fx is always a prime ideal. Okay, because you can show that this so you have a proof for this. So here the ideal generated by T is a prime ideal. So T belongs to ideal generated by T, but obviously T does not belong to ideal generated by T whole square. So therefore this polynomial x square minus T, the constant term a0 here is T, so T satisfies this property of Eisenstein's criterion. So therefore by Eisenstein's criterion this polynomial is irreducible. Okay, so once it is irreducible, then you have the extension field of f. So the extension field of f, say I denoted by f alpha, which is fx, our ideal generated by x square minus T. Or you can say that because fx is what? It is kt, the field of rational polynomials. Sorry, this f. So then you can say that it is kt x, our ideal generated by x square minus T. So it consists of elements of this form. It is because this polynomial is what? It is of degree 2, and if alpha is a root of this polynomial in this extension ktx over x square minus 2, then 1 and alpha they would form a basis. Okay, so this would consist of elements of the form at plus bt alpha, such that at and bt they belong to f. F is what? F is kt. Okay, and what is the degree of extension of f alpha over f? So degree of extension of f alpha over f is 2. So this is all about this lecture. Hope you have enjoyed this lecture. Till the next lecture, it's goodbye.